return to Australian sport. Aboriginal athletes have been standing in almost every endeavour, from football to tennis, to boxing to track and field, but few have attempted to scale the heights via the ultra-competitive ranks of squash. One exception is young Sydney-sider Adam Schreiber, who, as Charles Stewart discovered, has the flair and the ambition to fulfil his dream.
Champion Aboriginal squash player Adam Schreiber knew he would eventually have to play on the world circuit in order to further his career. He now lives in Basel, Switzerland, and that's a long way from Janali in New South Wales, where Adam grew up and learned his sport. Adam, what's it like, a boy from Janali living in Basel?
It's quite easy to fit in over there. I mean, you've got a lot of English people working in the Swiss banks there, especially in Basel. It's good to get away and in a different climate and then come back and you appreciate Australia a lot more.
Squash is a sport in which fitness is compulsory. Fitness and speed are Adam's advantages, and he works hard to keep his edge sharply honed.
I think my speed was my biggest asset. I mean, I used to more or less run around and get the ball back and not even think about the game and just rely on my speed.
Has Jeff Hunt been an influence on your game?
I think just all squash players' idols when they were young, so I mean, he was my idol. I remember getting his autograph.
Jeff, what's your view on Adam's ability?
Fantastic skills with the racket. I mean, not many people can hit the ball quite as well as Adam. He's got a real flair for it. He can suddenly change direction, and his speed and mobility is the other thing. The two combined make a very exciting player.
As a junior, Adam began showing the outstanding promise of things to come. He was the New South Wales junior champion 6 years running, the Australian junior champion 3 times. He won the South Pacific Open 3 times. He was a key part of the Australian junior team that captured the world title in 1986 and was ranked number 4 junior in the world in that same year. In 1987, he finished in 3rd place in the Australian Senior Open when he was still a junior. Ken Hisco was very clear on what he considered were Adam's best points.
Well, I think one of the greatest things he's got is his racket skills and obviously his quickness.
With exciting wins over the world's number 4, 5, 6, 9, 13, 14 and 16, Adam had brought down his world ranking from 65th to 26th in just 1 year when disaster struck. Last year he suffered a crippling knee injury. At that time he held 4 prestigious senior titles, including the lucrative Madrid Open. Because you're Aboriginal, do you feel that you're treated any differently?
When I tell them I am Aboriginal, I think a few of them have seen documentaries on Aboriginals. They don't know much about them, and they just think of the spear throwing and things like that. So they find it quite interesting for me to tell them about the Aboriginal community and what we're really like.
Was it difficult when you first went on the international circuit?
It's tough at first. You have to arrive at the tournament on your own. You have to pay for your own accommodation. You have to battle your way through 2 or 3 rounds just to get to the first round before you make any money.
His girlfriend Lisa has been on tour with him and can verify just how tough it is.
It's psychologically, it's really tough. They can go and have to qualify for one tournament and they have to play, say, 2 or 3 matches. And then if he gets into the first round, the second round, so that's 5 days playing straight.
What do you think gives him the edge?
I think he's very showy. He's got a lot of flair.
There is no doubting Adam's ability, so just how far can he really go?
I'm sure that if he maintains his rate, that he'll at least be in the top 8 probably in 2 years' time.
I'm not sure about number 1. Perhaps he has the ability, but it's very difficult to achieve. I certainly think he's got every chance of getting in the top 10 and possibly even the top 4 in the world. So I wish him luck anyway, and I hope that he can make it.
I think all squash players or all athletes have got a dream, and that's to be world champion. And I mean, not everybody gets to be world champion, so I'd say that's my dream.
In a sport not known to attract Aboriginal people, Adam Schreiber is carrying the future hopes of Australian squash.
Pretty terrific dream there too. Basel in Switzerland, certainly a long way from sunny Sydney. We'll be following Adam Schreiber as he battles his way right back to world rankings. Shortly we take a look at